Hi everyone, my name is DIVA Bulan PERMANI with my last student number 149. First, I will give explanation about how new words are formed. The concept of openness and productivity revisited. Certain categories of words show greater openness than the others. That is, the numbers of words in open class words, also called content words, grow, whereas the number of words in closed classes of words, also called function words, do not usually grow. In English, new nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs are always being formed, yet new conjunctions, pronouns, or prepositions are rare. Similarly, some morphemes are very productive and the others are not. One morpheme such as lay, able, as, meant, pray, and in can be added in thousands of words, including the new words. On the other hand, some forms are not productive. Poison is used in only one word in English and is unlikely to be used in many more. The influenced morpheme n as an accent is also non-productive. It is historical oddity. New nouns formed in English will not most likely be pluralized by s, not n. Neologism, or we call it new words, are constantly being added to the language. A major principle of anthropology is that there are no inferior languages. For instance, a culture with less complex technology than another culture doesn't have language with less complex grammar. However, it is true that technological, more complex culture with high rates of technological innovation will generate more neologism. They have more things to name. In the United States, there were 405.312 applications for parents in 2008. Each of those new things had to have a name or some type of label. It is not just new material things that lead to neologism. The second one is compounding. We have already discussed this process that involves combining roots. A bunk is a type of bed. Many bunks were put into one place with the primary function of providing a place to sleep. The word bunkhouse was formed. Compounding is a common way to label a new thing or activity. Other examples of compounding include cross trainer, or a sports shoe used for a wide range of athletic activities, Fiji burger, which is also written as Fiji burger, and malrod. Okay, next I will give another explanation about lexical categories, parts of speech. There are several ways to classify words. Traditionally, English teachers divided words into 8 parts of speech or lexical categories. However, the 8 parts of speech are arbitrary categories that are not relevant to many languages or do not adequately represent the lexical differences of morphological units found in many languages. Although there are problems with this system, it is a good jumping off point to introduce students to the primary function of words within sentences. Summarize the traditional parts of speech and adds the lexical category determinant, which is not one of the traditional categories. Okay, nouns. Nouns are the names of persons, places, attitudes, ideas, things, qualities, or conditions. They can be used as the subject of sentences, the object of verb, or the object of preposition. In English, they can occur after articles a, an, and the. Many can be inflected to show number, with s, or to show position, with s's. Subtypes, proper nouns, like name, person, place, activity, idea, or thing. So, like the examples, John Smith, California, Pico Boulevard. Common nouns. Unlike proper nouns, these refer to a class of persons, ideas, or things. The examples such as man, state, and street. Common nouns can further be classified in the categories below. Concrete noun, tangible object such as cow, tree, noise. Abstract noun, encyclopedia, idea, concept such as love, liberty, admiration. Count nouns can be pluralized, can be modified by numeral, and can have certain relevant determinants before such as each, and several. The examples was like dog, car, and house. Mass nouns refers to substance of which any quantity is not differentiable and generally cannot be pluralized. The examples such as butter, water, flour, and gravel. Collective nouns refers to a group of things. The examples are mob, flock, herd, and pronouns. Pronouns replace a noun or another pronoun. Infinitive, no specific reference. For examples, any, anybody, anyone, all, each, everyone. Reflexive, such as myself, yourself, himself, and herself. Intensive, such as I myself help myself to dinner. Personal, such as I, you, she, he, it, we, you, they, me, him, us, them, mine, yours, hers, his, its, theirs, ours. Demonstrative indicates which one of a group of items is being referred to. This, that, this, those. Integrative used to ask a question such as who, whom, which, and what. And next, the last, I will give you explanation about preposition in lexical categories. Preposition usually introduced as phrase that ends in noun or pronoun, called the object of the preposition. They show a relationship between the object and another word of words in the sentence. Subtypes, normal word order, used in declarative sentences. The examples, Jack went to the store for shoe. Modified word order used in WH questioned formation. Who did Jack go to the store for? Single word preposition. The examples are for, on, up, about, at, below, by, in. Complex preposition. The examples are according to, because of, in front of, on account of, instead of.
Hi, my name is AUREL NADIF NARENDRA, and that's the greeting. I'm going to talk about acronym formation and foreign word borrowing. So, acronym is a word formation process in which the first letters of the words in the phrase, or sometimes the first few letters, are extracted and put together to form a word with the same meaning as the original phrase. So, example, I want to say as soon as possible. Well, I want to shorten that word because it feels too long. So I'm going to make it an acronym. So from as soon as possible, and then turn into ASAP. Another example is sonar. Sonar is actually an acronym for sound navigation and ranging. So there's that. Foreign word borrowing are words adopted by the speakers of one language from a different language. So, in abstract noun, borrowing refers to the process of speakers adopting words from a source language into their native language. So, basically, for example, the word anonymous, which is pretty much defined as something or someone without a name or an identity, was actually a borrowed word from the Greek word anonymous. I'm going to talk about adjectives. Adjectives are a word or phrase naming an attribute, added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify or describe it. So, for example, the phrase, that is a cute dog, the word cute for that phrase is actually an adjective. Now I'm going to talk about conjunction. So, conjunction is a word used to connect clauses or sentences or to coordinate words in the same clause. So the words but, although, whereas, if are actually conjunction words.
Hello, my name is Farsya Nabila and my last 3 digits student number is 147. So I'm gonna explain about clipping, blending, and derivation. First, clipping. As the word implies, clipping is snipping a section of a word to form a shortened form. Like gas, gas is clipped from gas line, and then phone, phone is clipped from telephone, and then app, app is clipped from application. Some other examples of clipping are stat from statistic, fan from fanatic, exam from examination, and bus from omnibus. And then the second one is blending. Blending is the process of taking 2 or more words, or called compounding, clipping parts of one or more of the word, and then combining them. The example is nylon. Nylon is formed by combining vinyl and rayon, and then betatron. It's a combination of beta ray and electron. They can label things that are intermediate between 2 other things, such as brunch. Brunch is a combination between breakfast and lunch. And then the last one is derivation. We say that a word has been formed by derivation if that word has been formed by adding a derivational affix. The word plane serves as the root for the plane. The derivational affix the is added to create this new word. Numerous affixes in English can be used in the productive way. Some of them are as follows: free, on, this, in, pre, anti, sub, like, ness, or, et, Asian, able, full. For intense, the prefix cyber has become common. Cyber has been combined with such words as space, punk, and theft to derive cyberspace, cyberpunk, and cyber theft. And I'm gonna give example about determiner. The lexical category determiner is not one of the traditional parts of speech. Generally, what linguistics call determiner are called adjective by English teachers. There are differences between common adjective and determiner. Determiners cannot take the comparative ending er, as in faster, or the superlative ending as in fastest. Type. First, article. The indefinite article indicate that the noun they refer to has not been identified previously. The definite article refers to a previously referred to noun. Example, a, and, the. Second, the demonstrative pronouns. Example, this, that, this, those. The last one, qualifiers. Example, all, three, many, and some. And then I'm gonna give an example about interjection. So interjection are not a vital part of the sentence grammatically. They can be removed and not alter the grammatical structure of the sentence. They are used to express feelings. The example is, oh, do you really mean that? And then, well, goodness sakes, haven't, good heavens, many swear word, and other.
Hi, my name is THALITA for LUTFIAH, but you can call me Via, and my name was 122, 111, 233, and 129. Here I will tell you about lexical categories, verb, and how new words are formed, like a back formation and eponyms, people's name. First is lexical categories verb. A verb is a word that we use to refer to action, what things do, and states of being, how things are. For example, the word like describe, eat, and rotate are verb. As you are able to see, verbs come in a lot of different types that don't all behave the same way. Like list of some verbs, maybe action and linking verbs. And now, how new words are formed. First, back formation. Back formation is the process of forming a new word, a neologism, by removing actual or suppressed affixes from another word. But simple, a back formation is a certain word, such as edit, created from a longer word, editor. An imitative process like this is called analogy. The word formed are analogous to those formed by following appropriate established rules. Other examples of back formation are as follows, like donate from donation, enthuse from enthusiasms, automate from automated. Eponyms, people's names. An eponym is a person, place, or thing after whom or which someone or something is, or is believed to be named. Eponyms are words from people's name. Proper names are used to label animals and plants, like Darwin Flinch. Invention, like the saxophone named from Adolf Joseph Sack. Places like Washington for George Washington, and District of Columbia for Christopher Columbus. Activities like boycott from the name of Captain Carlos Cunningham boycott. And some other common words based on people names are as follow, like Ponzi scheme from Carlos Ponzi 1882 till 1949, who created a fraudulent investment scheme, and Braille from Louis Braille 1852, who developed a system of printing for the blind. Okay, that's it. So let's go to the next person.
My name is Sari. I will explain lexical category adverb. Adverb is a part of speech that describes or modifies a verb and adjective another adverb, clause, or sentence. Example: she runs quickly. They were really unhappy. Next, how new word from. There is trade name and the meaning of word can change. Trade name. New words are invented to label new products. Sometimes the word is from on the basis of concepts we have already discussed. Trade name is an official name under the company to promote its brand, service, or product, and is different from registered company name. Trade name something become so quickly they become the generally used term for the product. This has happened to the word clinic was the trade name for clinical facial tissue. This trade name have come to mean the products themselves, so that new products that you think of as your syrup machine might be manufactured by them. There are additional processes by which words are formed. For example, there are many heavily electronics companies having another name from the company names such Google, IBM, Norma, Visa, eBay, FitX, 3M, Coca-Cola, and so on. And then the meaning of word can change. Change in word meaning, a process called semantic shift, happens for various reasons and in various ways. Form of language change regarding the evaluation of word use, usually to the point that the modern meaning is radically different from the original use. Every word has variety of sense and connotation, which can be added, removed, or over time, often to the extent that connected across space and time have very different meaning. The meaning of word has totally changed. The word silly used to mean happy forever, its meaning has deteriorated, become negative instead of positive. In some English varieties, the word bad can mean. Thank you.